the Champions League playoffs, it delivered. It delivered even more than what we expected. We expected some nice matchups. We expected some nice drama, similar to last year. But bro, the drama, the entertainment, the shock results, the exits, no one expected it. And no one expected the teams that are currently going through for them to go through. All of them, the 8 teams. Massive, massive drama, massive entertainment in the playoffs. We'll talk about all the games, who went through, who didn't go through, and give our thoughts and give our opinions, you know what I mean? Put down in the comment section what you guys make of any of the game, your own takeaways, what you've learned, your own perspective of each of those games. Like the video, subscribe to the channel as well, you know what I mean? And of course, like, hype. I don't know what it does, but it does something. I don't care about 2 of those games. I'm going to be so real, yeah. I don't care about Olympiacos and Leverkusen. Shout out Leverkusen. They went through. They won the first leg 2-0. Schick scored 2 goals. This game, 0-0, boring. Fries. I don't talk about Newcastle, Karabakh. Bro, expected the moment Newcastle got Karabakh, you was so expect that Newcastle was going to win, especially after beating them 6-1. The fact that Anthony Gordon's got 10 goals, I've already mentioned it. I don't like this Champions League format in terms of 2 games in the playoffs. Bro, you've got player stat padding. Anthony Gordon got 10 Champions League goals. Wow. Anyway, fries. Then let's talk about the 6 other games. The first game we'll talk about is this game, Atletico. It happened 2 days before. Atletico against Club Brugge. The first leg was 3-3. The second leg was 4-1. Such a dominant win. Such a convincing win, but especially in the second half. The first half, Club Brugge had chances, but the first half, the difference is. This is what happens when you have a goalkeeper that can save you and a goalkeeper that doesn't. Mignolet, for the first 2 goals, you can argue, especially the first goal, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? And you look at Oblak in the first half, despite conceding, my brother, the guy was carrying. The guy was absolutely carrying. He made one incredible save. The reflexes from the header, 2 other saves he made. That's the difference between having a goalkeeper that can save you and one that doesn't. And on top of that, solid for me, great 3 goals. The first goal, as bad as what Mignolet, in terms of how he was, but I felt like the hold-up was very good. Hold up, the patient, waiting for his moment. Great hold-up. That's a proper number 9. Proper Didier. Like, if it back in the day, the finish got lucky, of course, by Mignolet. The second goal by Cardozo, I do think. And Mignolet could have done a little bit better. I think he reacted a bit too late. The third goal and the fourth goal was just 2 great team goals. The third goal, Lookman, Antoine, nice little 1-2. The fourth goal, nice movement inside the box to make it a nice hat-trick as well. Especially the Champions League. But for Atletico, convincing win. Now they have to face either one of the big teams. It's a difficult tie, especially, I don't think any team want to face Atleti, especially the firepower which they have, and Simeone and what he can do. And I feel like, listen, he feels himself that this might be his chance, especially with every piece that he's got, and now with Lookman as well adding to it. But for Atleti, convincing. Then I want to talk about, the second thing I want to talk about is probably this one, because the other 4 games is the most drama to it. Monaco going through with a not so convincing performance. Monaco had moments in the first half. They missed an easy sitter. I watched the highlights. They missed an easy sitter. Another red card. It's now back-to-back games for Monaco, first leg, second leg, where they get a red card. A little bit suspicious, a little bit dodgy, especially when Monaco are in a good position for both games. But to be fair, the red card would Koulibaly, especially the second yellow card, is a clear red card. But as for PSG, bro, defensively, they're so weak. Defensively, even with 10 players, Monaco was still creating chances. They were still creating chances. And the goal which they scored towards the end by Teze, look at how they defended it. Like there was barely anyone tracking back, just complacent defense. Maybe they knew they were going through, but still, I do feel PSG, any team can get through them. Any team can get through them, and I'm not convinced by them going forward. Not as much as they were last season, where they were way more lethal. This season, I feel like not everyone is hitting the same numbers and hitting the same performances. Then there's 4 other games. 4 other games, and we'll start, for me, games. I want to start off with talking about Atalanta and Dortmund. I think, because that was the early kickoff. I genuinely think Ben Sebaini might arguably have dropped one of the worst, and I repeat, one of the worst individual performances from a player in Champions League history. Not just this season, not just last season, the last decade. Champions League history. This exit is all on him. All on him. Dortmund did everything that they could to go through. You might look at the scoreline and you might say, oh, Dortmund bottled it. Bro, I watched the game. The scoreline is crazy. Of course, 4-1, great comeback, massive remontada. I'm not taking anything away from it. But look at every single goal. It's got Ben Sebaini written all over it. The first goal, a dead cross, a weak cross, easy to deal with. Scamacca was nowhere. Scamacca wasn't even expected to get to the cross. Ben Sebaini makes a meal out of it. Ben Sebaini flicks it when the left back, who's the left back? When Svensson was right there to clear it. Svensson was right there to clear it. Even the goalkeeper could have grabbed it. Ben Sebaini flicks it for no reason, despite Scamacca not being towards him, despite him not being behind him. I don't know why he flicks it. Boom, it goes to Scamacca, 1-0 Atalanta, out of nowhere. Like there was no need for that goal, especially early on, especially when the first 5 minutes, and now you know the crowd's going to get involved. Anyway, for the rest of that half, they only had one chance by that shot by Zalewski, that Koeman made a great save. Other than that, Atalanta didn't even create any sort of massive chances, despite that only one chance. Towards the end, 45th minute, a cross comes in, the goalkeeper deals with it, Zabacosta, outside the box, takes a shot, a timid shot, a weak shot. Kobo was right there. The shot was going to Kobo's hands. He was about to grab it. Ben Sebaini thinks that Zabacosta took a CR7 shot, top corner, and tries to deflect it, tries to clear it, when Kobo was just there behind him, shouting, by the way, because Kobo was fuming towards him. He was about to grab it. It was a timid shot, deflects it. I don't know why he tries to clear it. It goes through deflection, goes behind Kobo, 2-0 Atalanta. Atalanta's now back. By the way, whilst this is all happening, Dortmund had the bigger chances. Dortmund in the first half had my man, what's his name? Bayer missed one massive chance. In the second half, Dortmund were the better team. Guirassy had 2 massive chances. Bayer had 1 massive chance to come back. Then, Pasalic, 57 minute. Guess who doesn't mark him behind him? The cross comes in from, who crossed it? I thought it might have been Samaridge, maybe. I don't know who crossed it. The cross comes in. Maybe Deroon. Deroon crossed. Maybe Deroon. The cross comes in. Guess who doesn't look behind him? Guess who doesn't man mark his man? Guess who does anything? You read it. Ben Sebaini once again. 3 of the goals is all him. All him. All him. Throughout that period, Adeyemi scored a great goal. They came back. Dortmund could have made it 3-2. They didn't. Towards the end, the last second of the game, Koppel made a bad pass. Cool. Ben Sebaini, what are you doing for that 4th goal? Why are you trying to backheel? Why are you trying to clear with a backheel? You clearly know that's a man behind you. You clearly know, brother, I saw you. You checked your shoulders. You clearly know there's a man behind you. Of course he's going to put his head. Of course that's a red card. I saw people argue that's not a red card. Bro, he opened his whole head with that kick, fam. That's 1,000% a red card. Ben Sebaini, I swear to God, yeah, you completely blew Dortmund's chances. Dortmund had the best chances. Atalanta, shout out for the remontada, shout out for the comeback. But if it wasn't for Ben Sebaini, Dortmund would have gone through. But to be fair, great fight back, especially because Serie A, the amount of criticism which they were about to get if Atalanta didn't go through was crazy, especially with Inter and Juve. But they did very well to go through. But Ben Sebaini, a hall of shame performance. If you watch the game, let me know what you think of his performance down in the comment section. Then there was 2 other games. Let's start with Inter Bodeglimt, because I want to save the Juve gala towards the end. Inter Bodeglimt. I watched the game. Inter are disgraceful. They are absolutely disgraceful, and I want to give my thoughts on certain players who's disgraceful. No Lautaro, that's fine. Your captain is out, your best player's out, your striker's out. The two people stepping in is Thuram and Esposito. I swear to God, yeah. The first half, they had one chance, which the goalkeeper made a great save. This is where the pressure's on. The first half, Bournemouth didn't even get to the final third. Barely. They had like one moment where they get to the final third. The first half, they were just playing the deepest of lower blocks. They invite Inter to the half. They allowed Inter to come. You know what? Come. Just come. Crosses goes in. Bad crosses. There was no creativity. There was no urgency in the final third. Inter I felt like they were arrogant. I felt like they knew, cool, don't worry, we'll come back. It's Bodeglimt. Not failing to understand that the same team who beat Atleti away from home, the same team who beat Man City, and the same team who beat them last week. But anyway, first half was complacency. Then the second half, look at the 2 goals which they conceded. Akanji for the first goal. What are you doing? And the audacity, by the way, the audacity to complain to your teammates, to complain to your midfielders, where are you? My brother, why are you running through the middle of the park like a headless chicken and then realizing, oh shit, I'm going towards pressure, and then say, no, let me pass back when there's a man behind you? And you've got the audacity to complain to your midfielders to say, where are you? Why are you running through to danger? You can release it. That's 2 people on the right-hand side, another man on the left-hand side. You can pass it back to your goalkeeper. The guy runs and blames his teammates. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And then the second goal. They've got 3 players in Inter's half. Everyone else is defending. 3 players. You're telling me 4 Inter players, or 3 or 4 or 5 Inter players, no one could track Evgen, who made a run from the middle of the park, to Inter's box. No one could track his run. No one understood, oh shit, the guy's about to make a run. Bro, like disgraceful defending. They managed to get a goal from Estonia, which didn't matter anything. But for Inter, they didn't look like they were going to score. Maybe second half they had 2 chances with Thuram, with DeMarco, but Thuram had a bad performance. His Champions League record is disgusting on its own. Esposito didn't step up. But for Inter, this is dark. This is disgusting. It's bad. Absolute bad. To lose to Bodeglimt, and I'm not taking anything away from Bodeglimt, this is a tie that you were favoured to be, but even though Bodeglimt, I'm going to be real, I was one of those people who drew, because we were going to get either Bodeglimt or Benfica. I wanted Benfica. I didn't want Bodeglimt because Bodeglimt, I know how serious they are. And for Bodeglimt, the fact that they're there in the first place with the manager, with everything, massive shout out to Bodeglimt and what they've done, the achievement which they are right now. Round of 16, I don't think anyone want to face them. Let's be real. No one want to go to Norway with a pitch and everything. Amazing. But the one game which I want to talk about is this game right here. Juve, Ghana, 3-2, 5-7 in aggregate. Like, Juve, I did not expect it to make a comeback. I'm going to be real. I think the first half, they had a lot of chances. Yildiz had a chance. I rewatched the game after the Madrid game last night. I had it back whilst I was waiting for Sahur. So I was watching the game. Juve did everything perfect. They did everything perfect. They controlled the whole game, even with 10 players. They controlled the whole game. Locatelli scored a penalty. They should have made it 2-0 in that first half. But anyway, it's cool. The second half, that red card by Kelly is the worst red card I've seen. This is why this sport, when people say, oh, football's done, football's dead, football just finished, it's not the same anymore. VAR has killed football. This whole thing is killed football. This is disgusting. The fact that you're blaming Kelly for landing on someone's foot when he's got no awareness about this, Donny. He doesn't even know where the guy is. He's got zero intention to step on him. His main intention is to land safely on the ground. He doesn't even know about the guy. The fact that he landed not with any sort of intention, just accidentally. And the fact that the referee went to the VAR and he only checked one footage, just one camera, didn't even didn't even like look at his intention. Didn't even look at maybe like did he have? Was it accident? Was it not? The fact that he only looked at one angle, which is him just stepping on the foot, acting like he just made a massive slide tackle. Disgusting, bro. What has this sport become? What? This is why when people say this sport is dead, you can't argue with it. Because shit like this is the reason why this sport is in the mud. The reason why VAR is being treated like this, because, bro, VAR was being used. The thing is, I'm not blaming VAR, by the way. VAR, I'm the massive fans of VAR. I'm blaming the people that are using VAR. I'm blaming the referees who's using VAR. VAR is there to give a complete different perspective and just another opinion, another second chance for you to rectify your mistake. My brother, it's there for you. It's there for you. That's literally a full angle, a full replay, and you still get it wrong. Disgusting. Who's the referee? Joao Pedro Silva Pereiro, whatever your name is. Disgusting referee. That's literally one of the worst refereeing decisions that I've ever seen in my life. But but even after that, they still came back. The goal from Gatti, the goal from Weston McKennie. Like, by the way, Gala was disgraceful in all the defending, especially the Gatti goal, the McKennie goal. Disgraceful defending, and even with a man down, they didn't feel like they were attacking. Like, they weren't attacking at all. They weren't trying to progress the ball. They were more than happy to try to survive. Like, I don't understand. Like, the game plan was so bad. In extra time, Juve was still the better team. They were still the better team. But Zagrova. By the way, Zagrova changed the game. What was Zagrova? Zagrova changed the game. Shout out Zagrova. He actually changed the game in the second half. But, bro, that miss is disgusting. There's no excuses for that miss. You can't miss that kind of chance. It's harder to miss, by the way. It's harder to miss. Bad miss. And then Gala realized, bro, what are we doing? We're playing against 10 players. We need to fix up. We need to lock in. Juve are not even defending. They're attacking. Even though Juve are high in aggregate, they're still attacking. They're still trying to get that fourth goal to not take it to penalties. Juve, great finish by Osimhen. And then once the Osimhen finish went in, the game was pretty much done. Like, Juve realized it's now impossible for them to score another goal with 10 players. Even though Yildiz had a moment, but still, like, the game was done. But the fight, the spirit by Juve to come back even with 10 players, to score 2 goals with 10 players, when they got robbed completely. They got robbed. They got absolute robbed. But for Gala, as Osimhen said in the press conference, which I respect fully, by the way, he said, this is a bad performance. I don't care that we went through. It's a bad performance. He's absolutely right. If Gala think they can perform the way they did today and like against, in the round of 16 against any other teams, bro, they'll get smoked. But I can't lie. All those games delivered. You had a sort of hat-trick, forget this game, a massive exit which no one expected there. Newcastle scoring 9 goals against Karabakh in 2 legs. Atalanta with a massive remontada. Gala and Juve having 12 goals with a robbery as well. So much drama, so much entertainment. Paris, Monaco, again, first leg, second of a lot of goals, and Real Madrid, Benfica had its own drama, its own drama outside of the pitch, not even on the pitch, outside the pitch. But put down in the comment section what you guys made of every single tie, your own takeaways, your own perspectives. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you soon with another video. Peace.